Good morning, friends. Today I am going to speak about the couplet. Is that most the scriptures to that all the world people most important scriptures. It is common. It is not belongs to any particular religion. Particular religions. It is common to all human being in general. In general, already one couplet is couplet is discussed, but anyhow, I would like to all the 10 couplet of this chapter number first chapter number 1, couplet number 1 to 10. Before going to start any action, any function or any program, we have to worship the God is important, because without His grace, without His consent, nothing will be successfully done in this world. If we want to lead life and peacefully, means we must give importance to the God. In the name of the God, if we begin anything, that work will be completed successfully without any difficulties, without any defect. As per that, I would like to discuss this Tiruvulluvar begins with and prayer song, the song of God, the praise that song about that God. That is why he successfully completed the rest of all the 132 chapters of this couplet. அகர முதல்வ எழுத்தெல்லாம் ஆதி பகவன் முதற்றே உலகு, which means I am belongs to English department. I have studied English, but I am Tamilan. I am that very Tamilan. That is why I am giving importance to that English as well as and Tamil. Tamil is my mother tongue. It is like breathing, but English is like my blood is regulating, because I born with Tamil, but I live with English. That is more important. Yes, that's why don't mistake me. I am using whether it is standard English or non-standard, doesn't matter. But we have to express is international language. Tiruvulluvar and Couplet is become the well-known things to all the world because of that English language. When it was translated into English, then only the world people come across. Then only it has been translated into all them. So we must give importance to the God, pray at the God. That is one more prayer also I have used to do. Whenever I get that some depression and absent-mindedness and unhappiness, I used to do this prayer. You expect Jesus, but source of life cast forth from the of Jesus Christ, as a font of mercy for us, envelop the whole world and empty yourselves upon us, so blood and water which cast forth from the of Jesus Christ, as a font of mercy for us. I trust in you. Holy Heart, Holy Mighty One, Holy Mortal One, have mercy on us and the whole world. Holy Heart, Holy Mighty One, Holy Mortal One, have mercy on us and the whole world. Holy Heart, Holy Mighty One, Holy Mortal One, have mercy on us and the whole world. Holy Heart, Holy Mighty One, Holy Mighty One, the purity in my strength. Holy Mighty One, Holy God, Holy Mighty One, Holy Immortal One, Holy Immortal. Immortal that means only for creation, only for grace, only for salvation. The God is in this world. So begin with அகர முதல எழுத்தெல்லாம் ஆதி பகவன் முதற்றே உலகு. How that alphabets are begin with A, as per that the world is begin with God only. Begin with, because it is created by the God only. That is very important. Many peoples and many other spirit are trying to destroy this world. Okay, very good, nice part this. The next couplet, கற்றதனால் ஆய பயனன்கொள் வாளறிவர் நற்றால் தொழார் எனின். Whatever you have studied, wherever we have studied, doesn't matter. How much we have studied doesn't matter. Whether even though we have studied in Cambridge University, Oxford University, Yale University, other world famous universities, and complete that postdoctoral or doctoral degree or the great scientist, whatever it may be, we must worship the God is more important. We must praise the God is important. Even the Albert Einstein and without a fail daily used to read the Bible. and that is why he had invention more than 1500 invention in this world. Yes, all the great people, God fearing people only did the good things for this. Whatever we have studied, if we fail to worship the God, surrender to the feet of the God, and means our education will become a waste one, nullified one, it is a useless one. That is important. In the third couplet, மலர்மிசை ஏகினான் மானடி சேர்ந்தார்க்கு நிலமிசை நீடு வாழ்வர் மலைமிசை ஏகினான். That means if we think about the God, immediately that God will come and dwells in our heart, in our mind. If that such a person, if we surrender to that feet of the God and surrender to that asylums to the God, we will lead that very long life in this world. I am living, my age is 52 right now, because I am living all these 52 years world because of the grace of the God only, because I am thinking about God. Whenever a problem comes, I used to do this prayer and prayer song, worship the song. I give my grievances and issues and problem, whatever it may be, God will help me and save me for this. Fourth couplet, வேண்டுதல் வேண்டாமை இளநடி சேர்ந்தார்க்கு யாண்டும் இடுமை விழா. That means the God is does not have that likes and dislikes, and the God is not give importance to that important one or unimportant one. All things is equal to him. If we follow him and if we worship him, if we live like him, we will not get any problem in our life. Any problem in our life, we will not have any greediness in our heart. Greediness is a root cause of all suffering and sorrows and problem issues. It has been identified, revealed by the Buddha to the world to the anointation. வேண்டுதல் வேண்டாமையில் நடி சேர்ந்தார்க்கு யாண்டும் இடுமையில். There is no and important things and unimportant things in front of the God, because God judged equally to all the people, because God sent sunlight to all the people, air to all the people, water to all the people. God did not source any discrimination, whether it is a richest person or a poorest person, or upper class or lower class, whether it is a black man or white man, whoever might be, God treat equally. வேண்டுதல் வேண்டாமை இடலடி சேர்ந்தார்க்கு யாண்டும் we will not get any problem in our life. But nowadays, and not surrendering to the God, all the saints are getting lot of problem, because they are not surrendered to the God, they surrender to the money, they surrender to the wealth, surrender to the power. That is the reason they are getting problem. பொறிவாயில் ஐந்தவித்தான் பொய்தீர் ஒழுக்க நெருநின்று நீடு வாழ்வர். பொறிவாயில் ஐந்தவித்தான், ஐந்து means our all senses. பொறிவாயில் ஐந்தவித்தான் பொய்தீர் ஒழுக்க நெருநின்று நீடு வாழ்வர். When we have to speak, when we have to silent, what we have to see, what we have not, what should we hear and what should not hear, what should we do, what we should not do. And if you lead like this, if all the five senses should be in our control, means and we can lead that long life in this world. If you know the art of controlling our tongue should be இல்லையா, யாகவராயினும் நாக காவாக்கார் சொல்லில் இருக்கப்பட்டு. ஸோ த டங் இஸ் தட் வெரி டேஞ்சரஸ் வெப்பன், த டேஞ்சரஸ் வெப்பன் இன் திஸ் வேர்ல்டு. ஸோ காட் யுவர் டங், நயவஞ்சகரில் நாக்குதானது. பொய்வாயில் ஐந்தவித்தான் பொய்தீர் ஒழுக்க நெறி நின்றி. whoever lead that very humble life, virtuous life, honest life, respectable life, peaceful life, they will lead that very cultural and obedient life. Through that they can lead that long peaceful life. That is more important. Couplet number 6 I am going to discuss. இருள் சேர் இருவினையும் சேரா இறைவன் பொருள் சேர் புகழ்மிழ்ந்தார் மற்று. இருள் சேர் இருவினை, தீவினை அண்ட் நல்வினை, இந்த ரெண்டு இதுக்குமே there are no difference in front of the God. If you இருள் சேர் இருவினையும் சேரா இறைவன், God will not responsible for the good things happen in this world or bad thing happen in this world. He is not responsible for this, and he is not responsible for this. He is only responsible for creation of this world. If you have that successful life or that failure life, God is not responsible. We should not blame the God. but we are how much level we are using our mind, using our knowledge, using our talent, developing our skills to achieve something, that is very important. We have to blame ourselves, we should not blame other people is important. இல்லையா? இருள் சேர் இருவினையும் சேரா இறைவன் பொருள் சேர் புகழ் புரிந்தார் மட்டு. Or anybody is surrendered to that God and obey the words of that God, lived as per that way of that God means, and they will get that the great name and fame in this world, just like Mother Teresa. Mother Teresa and lived life for this, she being as that one of the saint, one of the holy the person, and Jesus also become the normal man, has come to this as a normal man, but he is worshipped. All Buddha is also like that. Many all the people of this Muhammad prophet is also, and Dr. Ambedkar is also very far poor and untouchable community. But later he did that good things to all the people, and even Maharashtra and many more places his statue is worshipped as a God. Gandhiji is also the very common man, just like us. But he did not say like this. But he did not work for that upliftment of the poor. But he worked to that strengthen and practice of truth and non-violence. He did more than 23 fasting for many issues of that and luxurious people and good people, great people, national issues. But he did not do any fastings to that untouchables. That is the main. In that case only he did not accept regarding as that Mahatma, father or many things. தனக்குவமை இல்லாதான் தாள் சேர்ந்தார் கல்லால் மணக்கவலை மாற்றல் அறிது. கப்லெட் தனக்குவமை இல்லாதான். இப்போ எனக்கு வந்து இப்போ பட் ஐ கேன் அண்ட் கெட் தட் சம் எக்ஸாம்பிள் இல்லையா? இப்போ காந்திஜி அப்படின்னா அவருக்கு உண்மைன்னா தட் லைக் காந்திஜி, ஹரிச்சந்திரன். If anybody speak truth, they will find some example for this. There is no example for that God, because no one was living like a God. No one is living like a God. No one will will live in this world. So tanakkuame illadan, because he is that number one person, number one holy things. No comparisons for in the great level as well as in that lower level. He is himself as the greatest personalities of this world. தனக்குவமை இல்லாதான் தாள் சேர்ந்தார் கல்லால் மணக்கவலை மாற்றல். If you have any mind problem, if you have any depression, if you have any psychological disorder, if you surrender to the God, you will get the problem. If you have any problem, should not go and approach to the human beings to get the problem solution to your problem. Go to the God, he will give the solution. Go to the God means where is the God? God is in the Bible, God is in the Bhagavad Gita, God is in the Quran, God is in the Buddha Dhammas, God is in that Quranak and the holy books. If you go and read that, you find a solution to your problem. Regarding for this, தனக்குவமை இல்லாதான், செவன்த் குறள், very good, nice, wonderful, important. தனக்குவமை இல்லாதான் தாள் சேர்ந்தார் கல்லால் மணக்கவலை மாற்றல் அரிது. For nowadays, Ilayaraja is also compare with that Narendra Modi and Ambedkar. Through that he got some benefit. His name was debuted for like this. But that man is studied in many universities of the world, Ambedkar. But Modi is comes out from the as a tea wala from here. But anyhow comparison. But even Modi is achieved greatest things rather than that Ambedkar, an educated man. In that case comparisons, and what are the full name? அறவழி அந்தனன் தாள் சேர்ந்தார் கல்லால் பிறவழி நீந்துதல் அரிது. Suppose அறவழி andanan means not only belongs to represent that Brahmin, whoever lead that the humble life and simple life and peaceful fruitful life to all the people, who is ready to sacrifice their life to the welfare of other people, they are known as that andanan. If for example in that case, if you see that Kamarajar is an andanan, because he lived for other only, and Kakkan is that andanan, and also the Ambedkar is also, Gandhiji also, Subhash Chandra Bose also, அறவழி இதில் அறவழி தட் மீன்ஸ் த ரிலீஜியஸ் வேஸ் த ரிலீஜியஸில் இப்போ மதர் தெரசா இஸ் அ அறவழி அந்தணன். இஃப் யூ அறவழி அந்தணன் தாள் சேர்ந்தால் அவங்க சரண்டர் டு தட் ஹவு தட் ஸ்மால் டோ இஸ் சரண்டர் டு தட் கிவி பேர்ட் சரண்டர் கிவி த கிங் ஆஃப் கிவி in that Sibi, the ancient the king, and he was ruled on part of Tamil Nadu, and that man, for the sake of that dove, and he ready to give his life, give his all the flesh body, but he don't want to. He wanted to save the and dove from that hunter, like that. Aravadi Andanan, if you go to that very virtuous person, honest person, or the sacrifice selfless, the selfless person, that means a selfless person, and we will cross our life, we will lead that and successful, peaceful end of life in this life. Aravadi Andanan, but now Andanan means they are all greedy people. In the central government is occupied by the parliament is occupied by the people. All secretaries, ambassadors posting was occupied. They are not Andhanans because they are all greedies and troublemakers. They are only self-centered, selfish fellows. They are not selfless people, just like selfless people, just like our Tamil Nadu leader. As well as that is the reason for this. Aravadi Andanan தாள் சார்ந்தார் கல்லால் பிறவழி நீந்ததல் அரிது பிறவி வழி. If we will not go to the very knowledgeable, righteous and selfless persons, and a very humble person, ordinary person, the persons ready to sacrifice their life for welfare of others, and we cannot cross our life. கோலில் அந்த 9th couplet, கோலில் புரியின் குணமில்லவே என்குலத்தான் தாளை வணங்கா தலை. தாளை என்றால், if anybody even though become the great scholar and knowledgeable person and studied in that all famous universities, but he failed to and worship the God defeat means and all his senses will mute only, and they have the ear, but they were considered as a dumb, deaf. If they have a mouth, they are also considered as a dumb, and they have eyes, but they cannot see anything, sir. They were considered as and blind. If they have sound mind, but they were considered because they did not worship the God, they did not surrender to the God, they did not and honor the God, because the grace of the God we are living. Grace of the God only we are getting daily bread and daily healthy conditions. We are surviving in this world. Unless even though they have that physically good senses, it will consider as and challenged persons, especially challenged person. They were considered as I am also, if I did not speak about the God, if I did not give respect to the God and worship the God, means I might be treated as a blind man, I might be treated as an insane, I might be treated as a deaf and dumb and blind, that is senseless person, mad and lunatics. So they have that they have the all organs in good condition physically, but spiritually that is waste, vain, waste, useless, and break down one, that will not work for this. அதான் கோலில் புரியின் குணம் இல்லவே. கோலில் கண்ணு இருக்கும், but they have the eyes, but they cannot see. They have ears, they cannot listen. They have mouth, they cannot speak. They have mind, they cannot think. That is that meaning for this. That is a waste, useless life. If you go to the God, if you give importance for this welfare of other people, definitely you will become the great successful person in this world. Very good, nice. கோலில் பொறியில், பொறி என்றால் ஒரு பொறியின் குணமில்லவே. That is not have that the quality of the and the quality of the eyes. கண்ணுனா நல்லா பார்க்கணும், காதுனா காது இருக்கும், பட் டெஃப். மவுத் இருக்கும், ஆனால் ப்ளஸ் they cannot speak, they cannot and express their ideas and their views and point of anything, the dumbfounded regarding for this. இல்லையா? கோலில் பொறியின் குணமில்லவே என்குலத்தான் தாளை வணங்கா தலை. Whoever is not go and before that cross or before that and whatever before the sun, before the God or any symbol, and surrender to that God and obedient to that God, they might be considered as a physically challenged person. Okay, this waste person, they will lose their life regarding for this. Pravi Perungadal Ninduvar, Nindar, Iravenadi Seradar. You wanted to face that all the problem in your life, you want to cross the and conclude life with calm and peace. That means you must surrender to the God is more important. Surrender to the Piravi Perungadal, Ninduvar, Nindar, Iravenadi Seradar. We have to surrender to the feet of the any God, whether it is Jesus Christ or Allah or Shiva or Vishnu or whatever it may be. We should not live for our fame and our name, and we must live for their name's sake. So I used to say like this: Oh God, please forgive my all my sin, not for my sake, for your kingdom's sake. And you have to speak like this. That is very good, nice things like this. One couplet means it will take time taking process. It will take 3 years. I don't like one chapter. I will upload these things. The reverse order. 10th couplet what? Privikadal Ninduvar Nindar Iravanadi Sadara. 9th is Kolil Kuril Kuramillave Yen Kulatan Thalai Vananga Thalai. That is a very good nice couplet. Aravadi Antanan. So I would like to like say Agara Mudala Edithallam Adi Bhagavan Mudatre Ulagi கற்றதனாலாய பயனன்கள் வாளறிவன் நற்றால் தொழாரியனின் மலர்மிசை ஐகினான் மானடி சேர்ந்தார்க்கு நிலமிசை நீடு வாழ்வார் வேண்டுதல் வேண்டாமை இலானடி சேர்ந்தார்க்கு யாண்டும் இடுமையில பொருவாயில் ஐந்தவித்தான் பொய்தேர் ஒழுக்க நிறை நின்றார் நீடு வாழ்வ இருள் சேர் இருவினையும் சேரா இறைவன் பொருள் சேர் புகழ் புரிந்தார் மாட்டு தனக்கு கோவை இல்லாதான் தாள் சேர்ந்தார்கல்லால் மனக்கவலை மாற்றல் அரிது அறவழி அந்தரன் தாள் சேர்ந்தார்கல்லால் பிறவழி நீந்தல் அழிது கோளில் பொறியன் குணமில்லவே என் குலத்தான் தாளை வணங்க தலை பிறவி பெருங்கடல் நீந்துவார் நீந்தார் இறைவனடி சேராதார். Thank you friends, thank you for watching. I hope definitely you will do like and subscribe, share and press the bell buttons to the honey pager. Thank you, bye.